What's up, everybody? Cats007, and today I'm actually at work right now, and I'm like, I'm bored. I can't play rank, and you know what? Since I'm doing nothing, I'm just gonna review some gameplay. Now, I know for a fact from where I spawn, two survivors spawn at top gate or in forest, and unfortunately, I find the mercenary and Psyche, top player. What he's doing is amazing right now. He's messing with my tinnitus and with the blood trail behind him, and he's trying to waste as much time as possible. As soon as I get close to him, he's gonna elbow pad away. Another great play, I think, is the perfumer who's hiding back there in forest. So great job on the perfumer. Now it's all this is doing is wasting as much time as possible, and I think that's Soul Weaver's biggest weakness. When you're transition kiting, and with Soul Weaver with her webs, you want to be able to trap survivors in one area. So now I'm coming close to Hokage. Hokage is an amazing player, a great friend of mine as well. Love you, Hoka. So what she's trying to do is she's trying to rotate, right? But with the webs, I'm trying to keep her in this one area so she knows she can't vault the palace. She takes the web and takes the hit and transitions to another area. I'm trying my best to avoid her going to 3 pallet. I do not want her to go to 3 pallet because I know where I am right now. This is super strong for me. So I get the speed boost, double back, and as she sees, she's like, oh crap, turns around, tries to shock because I might get speed boost and catch up, and I end up getting tear shock off the window. But with Soul Weaver, you guys need to understand the strongest thing about Soul Weaver is her ability to keep a survivor in an area because you do not want them to transition. I think transition kiting is probably the hardest thing to do when for a Soul Weaver. It's probably the hardest counter to her. My apologies, against a Soul Weaver. Because once you for example, you go from here to 3 pallet and then into factory, you're just wasting time. And I think that's the best way to counter Soul Weaver is transition kiting because her main goal is to trap survivors in one area, speed boost, and get a fast attack recovery. Psyche does a good rescue here, takes a hit, and gets out. Very good job on his part, and he's out of here. He's not double body blocking, nothing like that, because he won't waste as much time as it is. So now I put a peeper down. I think it's one of the main reasons why I run peeper is to know where the survivor is going to transition to. So I'm going back and forth. I'm looking at the peeper, looking at her, going back and forth, getting the speed boost, see her move, and hit. And that's one of the main reasons why I run this build. I think I'm gonna post another video talking about my builds and whatnot, especially for Soul Weaver if I make a guide, because I'm #1 Soul Weaver at the moment. And what I'm doing here is I'm just showcasting. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm basically showing you guys my mindset when I play in top tiers, and showing you guys how I play. So I noticed that 2 ciphers popped, one at middle and then all the way at factory. So I know Psyche is rotating towards middle, and I'm gonna go check, see if another survivor is gonna come over here, because they just came from factory. So now I know they came from factory. It's perfumer. She's probably gonna go save because she has the abilities for her perfumes. And what I do here is I web her and then wait for my rep to recharge. And once it recharges, get a double hit and smack, basically stuffing her for the save. That's what it's called. Now I'm gonna bring it to the chair, and now I know I have 2 webs back here. Speed up. Use my webs and then bring it to the chair over here. Now mercenary might not go for the save because he is technically 1 hit if he was to come, right? He uses elbow pads and I web him and then he's down. That's a down for the mercenary. So mercenary is probably gonna decode and then allowing the enchantress to rotate and let the enchantress go for the save. I see the enchantress. Good job juking my spider web hit. I hit her and I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'll attack cover, and then from there I'm just gonna catch up and hit her. And right now I have a tons of webs built up from before. Now I'm like, let me cut her off. I can't cut her off, so I come over here, spit, come back around, web again. I see her vault the pallet and smack. Now Enchantress, I'm like, I know for a fact the Enchantress is probably gonna be around, just sneaking around, probably gonna hit me. So I want to bait out her stuns. So I don't mind getting stunned here. It doesn't bother me. But as long as she wasted her stuns and I can get stunned by that to avoid the a drop when I have survivor in the balloon, that's fine with me. Put the perfumer in the chair, and now check this out. Enchantress is already web hit. Mercenary can get web hit again, and then they're both susceptible. They cannot save at this point. It's either they ride or they die. So they're probably gonna try their best either to decode or to go for the save, but no one can go for the save at this point unless the mercenary would avoid the spider web, and I'm pretty sure he can. He's a really good player and a really good mercenary. Chance to go for the save while my mercenary is decoding. I think it's game over from here because no one started the next cipher, and yeah, Psyche is just like, hey buddy, hey, stop it. And that's the end of the game. I'm Cast 7, and I catch y'all later.